So I had this idea for a superpower. It would be you're in this room, right? And in this room, you could do anything you want. You could, you know, time doesn't matter, right? And so um, you could enter this room at any point in your life, and you can live out your whole life in that room, right? You can sleep. You can take any book with you. You can watch any movie you want. You can play every video game ever, every book ever, every movie, play every movie. And you could, I never thought of it, but you could actually bring people into the room, your friends and family and stuff into the room. But so this is like a superpower that I came up with, but it's the superpower is more like it's not exactly a room. It's more of you're controlling time, and you're stopping it, and you're continuing life. Um, you're continuing life at that exact moment you stop time, and you don't age, and time doesn't matter, and you can live a lifetime and then go back to that point where you entered that state, right? And it's just this would be my superpower, right? I'd First thing I do is sleep for a lifetime, for a million years, just sleep and not do anything at all. But then after that, I'd want to have like a revelation or like a life-changing moment where I just be like, I want to read now. And then once I have that moment, I'd read every single book that I ever existed, right? And then I'd read every movie or watch every movie, and then play every video game. And then I would skateboard, because skateboarding is so much fun. When you land a trick and when you learn it, it's just so fulfilling, right? And yeah. So I'd skate. So first I'd sleep, then I'd read every book, and then movies, and then video games, and then skateboarding. And then I don't know what I'd do after that. But so the thing is that it's kind of like immortality, but it's like a room. It's basically a simulation, and you get to live your life, but when you're done living your life, you get to go back to where you started and start over again. Or you can, you can do whatever you want, basically. And it's kind of like controlling time. That's what I call it. It's kind of immortality, and it's a lot. But there's also another thing that I came up with, and it's that people don't like immortality. Like, people like, well, there's this Neil deGrasse Tyson. He said that he wouldn't want to be immortal because he likes the thought of eventually dying and some life coming to an end, right? Because that's peaceful, right? That's it's coming to a close, right? And so I don't agree with that, because if you're immortal, you can do whatever you want. Why wouldn't you want to do everything you want? But he also said that if you know you're not going to die, why do anything at all? And yeah, I guess he's like, why would you even wake up in the morning, And I see his point, but like, you can do so many things. You can do anything you want because you're immortal, and you can do everything, right? And then another thing about immortality is that you have to watch, your friends and family pass away, right? You have to outlive them. But one thing that I came up with as I thought of this the other day was that if you're immortal, time doesn't matter to you. So you just go along living your life, and you'll probably have this like revelation, this moment where you're like, I can figure out a way to make a time machine. I can figure out a way to make people immortal. I can do something to to fix this situation where people are dying, right? Because you have unlimited time. And so if you live long enough, or if you live forever, someone or you will find a way to make a time machine, because we're evolving so fast with technology and all that, that time machine will happen, right? And it might happen, right? So if you make a time machine, you can just go back in time and live with your family and friends over again, and it'd be like they never left. So there's that option, or there's an option where you can find out what makes you immortal and use that, and use science to make other people immortal, so you're not immortal by yourself. So that's one loophole to think of if you're ever doubting trying to be immortal, right? And so this simulation, this room that I think of, you're basically immortal in this room because you don't age. And so just imagine a simulation or room where you could do anything you want. And I'd want to learn as much as possible, right? Learn everything. So that's what I wanted to share. Thank you.